Idaho Falls Pediatrics, proudly supporting kids in our community, and 7 Questions with Emmy.
Hey guys, welcome back to 7 Questions with Emmy. Today I'm here at Manwaring Cheese interviewing Justin and Amber. They are the owners of Manwaring Cheese. We love to go here at nighttime and get ice cream to celebrate or do anything. Let's get started. How did you get the idea for Manwaring Cheese?
It's actually a family business. So my grandpa's brother started it in 1955. And then his son Blake took it over. And Blake and I met in Idaho Falls. And he had mentioned that he was interested in selling it. And so Amber and I decided to buy it, to keep it in the family.
Question number 2. How many flavors of cheese do you have?
Oh, that's a good question. It changes a lot. We have 18 flavors of cheddar cheese right now, but we're always looking for some new ones. So we're always trying to do something new and different. For Christmas, we'll do a cranberry cheese, but right now we have 18 of them.
How do you come up with gelato flavors?
We like to take suggestions from a lot of our customers. They'll suggest things to us. We have a customer that he said, would you try a banana? So we tried a banana one day. And then we also like to look for national days. We think it's fun to, in our family, we always celebrate national days, and that's how we could decide what we're gonna have for dinner, what we're gonna do. So that's how we come up with all of them. We did a pickle day one, and we did a pickle gelato, and we did a bacon one. And so we try to come up with other ideas from people and their suggestions, but we also like to do some that are just fun and crazy too.
My brother would like the bacon one. He loves bacon.
Yeah, it's currently out there. We'll send one home with you.
Yeah, you should try it.
How do you know if a worker is ready for a job?
That's a really good question. You can just tell. When somebody comes in, you can tell if they're friendly. We look for really friendly people that aren't afraid to talk to somebody, have some confidence. And so when they walk in, you can almost tell immediately if they're ready. And outside of age, that's the only thing we look for. Happy, positive people.
Maybe I could work here one day.
I think you're qualified. When do you turn 14?
Probably in 10 years.
All right.
How do you make the cheese and gelato?
So I'll do the cheese part, and then Amber will do the gelato because she makes all the gelato. So we get all of our milk from one farm up in Montague. So we drive up to the farm, we get the milk, and then we start about 9 o'clock, and we pasteurize the milk. So you can see the pasteurizer in the window. It's the one that looks like a science experiment, the big round tube. And that warms the milk up to a really high temperature to kill any germs or bacteria that may be in the milk. And then it dumps it into the cheese vat, which is in the other window. And then once it's in the cheese vat, we warm it up. And we try to warm it up pretty slow. And then once it gets to the right temperature, we add what they call cultures and rennet. And the cultures help the cheese to develop something we call lactic acid. And then the rennet helps coagulate it to turn the case, to separate the casein from the whey. And then we cut it, and we take these things that look like they're called cheese knives, and we drag it through that cheese, and it separates the curd from the whey. And you get these little tiny pieces of cheese that look like cottage cheese, and then you have this yellow liquid, which is called whey. We drain off the whey, and then we let it warm up, and as it warms up, those little tiny curds, they start to knit together and become one big piece of cheese. And so then cheddar, which is the type of cheese we make, that's actually a process. It's called the cheddaring process. And we keep on stacking them on top of each other and squeezing out all of the whey that we can, and that makes the cheese really hard. And then when it gets to the right acidity, after a certain amount of time, we cut it up into little cheese curds and then press it into whatever block of cheese we want. And then Amber uses the same milk to make her gelato.
When we make gelato, it's just a mixture. It's just a bunch of sugar and milk is basically what gelato is. And so I put it into a big pasteurizer, so it heats it up, and then I just use that, and then I add flavors. So I take some of that out, and I add a different flavor for whatever flavor we want to do, and then it goes into a machine that turns it and freezes it.
What's your favorite part of your job?
Oh, my favorite part of my job is I love to get up early. So I come here at 5 o'clock in the morning every day, and make gelato. That's my favorite part. But I love getting to see people love what they eat. I love it when they get something and they're like, that's really good. That's my favorite part, is seeing someone enjoy it and like what we make.
I like to research things. And so I like to look for new cheeses. I like to experiment with new cheeses. And so the thing I like most about this is it allows us to be able to do all sorts of new and unusual things and to buy unusual cheeses and to bring all of those things in. That's what I love to do. I don't like to wake up early.
Can I make a waffle cone with you guys?
We would love it. They're making waffle cones right now.
Yes.
Do you like the waffle cones?
Yeah.
Do you know Amber invented that recipe?
No.
My special recipe. Yes.
Last time we came here, I was so sad because you ran out of waffle cones.
Oh.
We go through a lot of waffle cones. We probably go through at least 120 eggs a week making waffle cones.
Yeah.
So we run out fast.
Yeah, I'm excited. We should make some waffle cones.
Now now you won't run out of any because
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one.
You can come make them for us.
Yeah.
This is our cheese cooler. So if you come in here, so we have cheeses that we're experimenting with. Even like moldy cheeses, we experiment with them to see what happens when we add certain things to them. And then we have like dill, like this is one that we made for a friend of mine. He had a suggestion. And so this is bacon ranch jalapeno. Does that sound awful? But he wanted to try it. So once we make the cheese, we squish it into these boxes over here. You'll see these big blocks. So that's a big thing of cheese.
Whoa.
And that's waiting for 2 days. And then after 2 days, we cut it into blocks like this.
That's
And-
a big block.
And then let those sit for 10 days. And you want to see the oldest cheese we have?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
It's cold in
We
here.
even have a name. Here he is. This is our oldest cheese. His name's Albert. He's 12 years old.
Are you gonna serve him to anybody?
Yeah, we take pieces out of every now and then. See this white stuff? This isn't mold. This is lactic acid crystals that come out. This is how you know if a cheese has been aged with time. And so you can feel it. Feel how rough it is.
Can I have a piece of
You want to try it? Let's go
Yeah.
try Albert. When I was traveling for work, I went to Russia. And when I was in Russia, I had a 20-year-old piece of cheese. And it was unique. And so I've always wanted to have a 20-year-old piece of cheese to serve. Some people like it, some people don't. It's a very different taste. I'm going to be interested to see what you think. We'll cut it from up here. But it's going to be,
I'm gonna try a little piece.
it's really, really dry because all of the moisture starts to come out. Well, we want to get a piece that doesn't have a lot of lactic acid on it. So we're going to kind of cut down just a little bit.
When
Right
did
here.
you make that? Like 12
12
years
years ago, yep. Okay. Take a piece of that. What do you think?
Taste is a little weird. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I like that.
It's like it does have a big kick.
Yeah, can you taste it's kind of sour?
Yeah.
Turns a little sour.
I don't think so.
When you get a cheese this old, you usually like to pair it with like a drink of some sort.
Is it kicking in now?
You want to try it, Nate?
Yeah, let me try.
I'm gonna hold the camera. I want Dad.
Ooh.
People see Daddy's.
Yeah, that has a kick.
Okay, you ready to do one?
Want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. First, spray on some stuff. All right.
Put it right in the middle.
Squeeze it right in the middle.
Like this.
Yeah. Oh, you're a pro.
Now shut, yep.
Just shut it. Then you want to turn it to right there.
Okay. it might crack.
Perfect. Let's put it right there. Alright. So you just need to put it right there. Now you want to roll the rest of the way? Perfect. Good job.
And then you just gotta let it sit there and cool off.
You're already a pro. You should get a job.
I got key lime pie, but for April Fool's they're saying it was wasabi.
And what do you think of it?
I like it. I love it so much.
Anything else you want to say?
Thanks for watching and make sure to come to Manwaring Cheese. And maybe you can try Albert.
Idaho Falls Pediatrics, proudly supporting kids in our community and 7 questions with Emmy.